be up there so that the district could see what is now going to be open to them. Because this was a mental hospital, nobody could get into St. Elizabeth's.
Right.
So this so-called point, which is the highest point and one of the highest points in the city, allows you to see the entire vista of the region, the entire district, and of course much of the beauty of the entire National Capital Region.
It is amazing. All right, we'll be back with Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton right after the break, so stay with us.
New day, new ways to save.
Want a beautiful lawn that needs less water? One that saves thousands of gallons every year? Then choose Pennington Smart Seed. Smart because it grows a deeper, denser root system that requires up to 30% less water every year for the life of your lawn. Get a lush, healthy lawn that needs less water with the only Smart Seed, Pennington Smart Seed.
Good morning, I'm An Yang. Updating the news this morning, health officials around the world are watching the spread of the swine flu closely this morning. 81 people have died in Mexico. In the U.S., authorities say 11 people are infected with swine flu and all recovered or are recovering, and at least 2 were hospitalized. D.C. is moving ahead with plans to replace the 11th Street bridges running across the Anacostia River. D.C. Mayor Adrian Fenty said Friday that the city has selected contractors for the $300 million project. The project will create 2 sets of bridges for local and freeway traffic. Construction is scheduled to begin in August. And the Redskins selected defensive end Brian Orakpo of Texas with the 13th pick in the NFL draft. He was named the Big 12 Conference Defensive Player of the Year. The team has 4 more picks today. Now back to Viewpoint.
And welcome back this morning to Viewpoint. Our topic this morning, the issues facing the residents of the District of Columbia. We've talked so locally for the past 10, 15 minutes, Congresswoman. Let's talk about the president and coming up on the first 100 days. How's he doing?
Well, let's face it, this president has already made himself the Roosevelt of the 21st century by what he's done in the first 100 days. He has certainly rivaled what the most gifted, and at least in the first 100 days, the most gifted and the most significant president of the 20th century. Now, we'll see what happens to the rest of President Obama's days, but he has tackled every important issue in domestic and in international life. He's tackled every issue in our economy. The banking, mortgages, fired the president of GM in order to try to get the automobile back. And President Reagan, by this time, had passed one bill commemorating the birthday of Ronald Reagan. This president has passed 7 bills. Among them is a bill I was pleased to be on the stage when he signed the bill because it was deeply personal to me. It involved the so-called Ledbetter bill.
Certainly.
To restore the Equal Pay Act to where it was when I myself enforced it. It was his first bill. He's passed the bill that finally, something we've been trying to do for 5 years, gives health care to children so that no child now can be left without health care.
When you raise the bill, that we remember when you were there at the White House for that signing, let's talk about women and African-American women and their special role in this and powerful role in this administration. Many firsts we're talking about.
Well, never before have so many African-American women been so highly placed as they are in this administration. Susan Rice, native Washingtonian, she
right.
is, who is, of course, the UN ambassador. Melody Barnes, who was in charge of all this stimulus work and health care. Valerie Jarrett. There has never been a black woman as close to a